How you doing, folks? Hope we're well. Wednesday morning already. Let's dive into this. We are back at Imola. I'm just setting it up as we speak. Good to go. The voice chat is open if you want to come join me. Go. Everything working. Hey, Rugby. I got this. Morning, Railroad. Hope you're well. Tu vois? Ça va? Tu bien? My French is terrible. I do apologize. Good to see you all here so early. Yeah, fatigue. Comme ci, comme ça. Yeah. What am I going to do? I'm going to turn the volume down on that. That. Qualifying time. Good. It's fixed setup. Porsche Cup, Imola. I really enjoyed the races yesterday. They were punishing from a safety rating and an iRating point of view. But hey, James, hope you're well. Why we do it, right? Why we do it. Strength of field is 2.1. This is split 2 of 5. We're going to go qualify. It's a fixed setup. I started to get into the 42s. I can't quite get the 41s yet. We have the epic Lego mug of tea. Your English is fine. It's Gironde anyway, so my English is terrible.
Increasing. It's now 27 Celsius. All right, Billy, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Right. Laps won't count until you reset, because I went outside the line. Right, let's go. Back to the good old Huskies for a minute. Waiting on SimLab to come back to me. Hey, Hunter. Sadly, the throttle's stuck wide open in NEC. I'm having to use the Huskies as a temporary. Hey, Dong. Mark and I hope you well. You aren't ready for this combo. It's a tough combo. It is a tough combo. It's all about the trail break, I think. Coach Dave Academy do a good guide on it. David, how's it going? Hope you're well. Thank you for the gifts. A lot of people take that corner in 3rd. I can't do that yet. Yeah, if you go to YouTube, Coach Dave Academy, they have a corner-by-corner walkthrough every week. So I'm looking for the concrete on the right-hand side here. And late entry, skip the inside curb. Get hard on this curb on the left. Let it run out to the right. Get past the 50, brake in a straight line and trail brake in. Out to the right. Second gear and trail brake in. Let it bleed out to the right hand side again. Let it run a little bit of curb. Short shift up the hill. Morning, Jan. Down 2. Little bit of curb. Trail brake and run the inside. Hard on the brake, second gear. Back on the power as quick as you can up the hill. And you're meant to go up and over the top of this rather than at it. I struggle with this one. F-Cat's here. Right, F-Cat. He does look like a furry handbrake lever. That's a 44. Morning, Fagnus. Come on, Kev. Chip, thanks for following. Appreciate it. Hey, KD. Haven't seen you in a while. .143. I never qualify well. Never qualify well. We got a minute. Hang on a second. Let me just quickly. You're not meant to be in there. I need to move him out of there. Come on out of there, you. Come on. Out. Come on.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
That should do it. guys can see that. I've had to put a Lego truck down. We can't because he sits on the switch.
Pace should be strong today. Aim to finish
Yeah,
top
my
6.
accelerator broke.
Tyres are cold, watch out.
Hey
P10.
Glenn, hey Andrew, hope you're well. Hey Scotsman. My accelerator broke. I don't mind him coming in and making noise, but he can't sit on my switch. Here. Down there. Yeah, in the middle of a Nürburgring Endurance Championship. P10. Chance. Thanks, Schrader. Do appreciate it. I still have the epic Lego mugs. Yes, KD. I have a whole load of them. Hey, Thimpy. Hey, Ray. Just hope you well. Careful, turn one, wet. What's a decent? 141 is a fast time. I don't have the money for them.
Okay, standing start. Go, go, go. There's damage.
All right, clear right, on your right. Clear right, right side, clear right.
Genuinely took me by surprise.
Shocking start. Come on, get it together.
We'll have a look back at that.
Okay, Billy, the next car.
Left side. Clear left.
I'm going around.
Thanks for the love tap. I didn't see him. Probably my fault.
The car in front of us is Abila B license. Their rating is 2.0.
The only thing to do is get back into it.
Focus on the exits. Go faster here. B17.
It's driving straight. Hey Vince.
12 behind is increasing. It's now 0.7. Alright, Billy, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. There's an incident in Tamburello. Looks like it's bots.
Car right. Clear right.
Sorry, man.
There's an incident in Joseph. Looks like you have 6 incident points. The car in front of us is now Freda.
That was my bad. Apologies for that.
There's an incident in Russia.
Car left. Clear left.
There's an incident in Variante Alta. Looks like it's Donardi.
Car left.
Yellow flag.
Still there. Clear left.
Just cut the track. B15. Red yellow flag. There's debris out there.
Yes, setups do definitely matter in Porsche Cup. Good question. I use Coach Dave Academy for mine.
Right side. Still there. Still there. You're in the middle. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear all round.
That was 145.1.
We started iRacing this month, you have Porsche Cup. You bought Imola. You lost 30 IR. Well, welcome to Imola.
Attention to track limits, please, Billy.
I followed you, John.
anti-alto. You think it might be steel? Yellow flag.
Come on, Kev.
Looks like Roma.
On your left. Hold your line, clear left.
Yellow flag.
I got a cat hair on my nose. Yeah, I know he's a dive bomber.
The yellow. That's your quickest lap of this session.
Right side, clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, Billy, don't let this guy distract you.
All right. Clear right.
New fastest lap for Enrico, 143.0.
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
That lap time was 145.1. That's a new fastest lap for
You gonna give up dive bombing, Kyle?
0.9. Yellow flag. Incident at Villeneuve. It looks like Martin.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Good luck with him, Martin. Say again, Jan. Sorry, I didn't catch that, Jan. This is Iracing for PC. Six laps left.
You're halfway home. Fuel is fine. Return to position. That was 145.4.
Sonny, do not use that language. Yeah, I'll do MC today.
You've used half your fuel.
You're trying to get 2,500k?
That lap time was 144.12. The gap to B11 behind is now 1.9 seconds. Slippery surface, you like to be careful.
Alberto.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. There's an incident in Brooklyn Rally. We think it might be Daniel. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Ian. This is 992 Gen 2 Cup. Say again, Jan.
Okay, Billy, the next car is Daniel. What's your best lap in this session? Russia is closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.7. They're faster than us.
DJ, thanks for following. Take it easy, have a good day. Go to do your first GT. Start with 50 litres. You'll have to refuel on a GT sprint race anyway.
Yellow flag.
Left side. Hold your line, clear left.
Oh,
Car right. Hold your line, clear right.
Need to push it without hold this position.
yeah, start with 50 litres. Take off your tyres, you won't need tyres.
Sector 1 is 0.6.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Red yellow flag is dead on the track.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
P10.
Thanks for 4X.
12 incident points.
Left side. Clear left.
Thanks for 4X, Carl. Appreciate it, mate.
Right side.
Yellow flag. Watch out. There's an incident. Motor 1. Looks like it's Arnido.
Hold your line. Clear right. On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
2 to go. New fastest lap for Steel. 142.7.
One more contact and I'm going to take it as ramming.
Clear left.
Distracted. Defend your position.
Thank God.
E9. One more lap to go. That one was at 145.
Right side. Stay right.
Hey, Kyo. Oh, Kyo's a bot.
Car left. Hold your line.
That's a 1. We think it might be a recode.
Clear left.
Porsche Cup already has ABS.
Surface flags out.
Yeah, apologies for the bad chicane, Jan. Get you next time.
E9.
6-7.
We're done. Bad luck, Billy.
Apologies for the contact on the first lap to whoever that was. Thanks, Schrader. Gonna be costly on safety rating. Vincent, my apologies, sir. That was on me.
That's the end of the session.
Du hattest etwas Pack? Was ist das? He's just complimenting me on my defense. I did full two. I did a full. I did a full. Ah. I'm sorry I disappointed you, Everton. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, there was another Kevin in there. Should we clip that? Let's clip it. Spin's definitely worried. Warmed up the tires. Yeah. Spin's definitely warmed up the tires. Let's see if we can get into qualifying quickly. Official. Want. Nürburgring. Where is it? Come on, Nürburgring. Oh, it's the Nürburgring. Got it. Let's just go Oulton Park. I don't even want to see. It's going to be horrible. 0.29. Oh, that was you, Kevin at Iracing. Got it. Translates. Round wheel on. How long does it take? Two. It was a good race. Thank you very much. Entschuldigung, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Meine Deutsche nicht gut. Hey, Liam. I tried to make progress. I lost a lot of safety rating. All good, yeah. Can't complain. Can't complain. Started off in Imola. I've cat hair all over my face from stroking Def Cat. DJ Def Cat has sat down in the DJ booth. We do need a DJ cam. I have a DJ cam. Just not set up at the minute. I'll do it at lunchtime. I'll set the cam up at lunchtime. I'm going to be late back from lunch. I've got a call to make. Yes, I'll get new safety rating this weekend as well.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 19 Celsius.
I didn't think of that. Take it easy.
Pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. Pit exit looks clear.
Let's do a little bit of qualifying.
We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
2 laps. Hey, Mr. King.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 19 Celsius.
Come on, Lewis. ECC, yes. ECC. In the Mazda. 25 minutes.
Mind these track limits, please, Billy.
Ah. Loosey goosey. Wasn't paying attention. They're very old speed cuts. They're 16-year-old speed cuts. So the tear on the right foot happened within 2 weeks of having them, and I didn't use them. I put them in a box. I tore them on my track car because it has metal pedals, and where I was heel and towing, it was rubbing. And then when I started sim racing 2 years ago, I took them back out. Yeah, my accelerator failed, Mumba.
Just done a 151.71.
Yeah, 16 years old, yeah. Yeah, my accelerator failed on the opening lap of the 4-hour. I qualified second. And it stuck wide open. They were a year old. These are old. These are older. These are what I'd swapped out for the sim labs. You Puma Easy Riders are 22-year-olds. Yeah, but I still have the track car. And it's worth more than I paid for it. You shouldn't have done first. Give me 2 seconds. I knew I shouldn't have done first gear. Hang on a second.
The leader has just done a 151.61.
That was DJ Defcat Humps. Good.
The race starts.
I do have a podcast on YouTube now.
Seconds.
You should check it out. Doo-doo-doo. Good luck, everyone.
The race starts in 60 seconds.
No pressure. You got P2 here in the Mazda. Wow. Pressure at all. Did you watch the podcast? Did you? Did you enjoy it? Hey, Pork Chop, hope you all.
Race starts in 30 seconds.
Send a T1 right down the middle. My
You might struggle today.
we're doing Friday night,
Should be around
Ronan.
P8, P11.
I just blew
All
Nathan
round.
out. We'll do Friday night. I think it's gonna rain.
Rolling start. Get ready. Follow car number 29 in the right column. Safety car speed is 72 kilometers per hour.
Hey, Dr. House. Thanks for following. It's Dr. House, isn't it? I think we do... I don't know whether to do the Porsche or to do the LMP2. I think the LMP2 would be the safer bet. Claire has got a cold, hasn't she?
The next car is car number 29 and their rating is 1.8.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Battery's supposed to be low on the radio.
Okay, Billy, the next car is Brown, B license.
Yeah, crew chief audio is a bit messed up at times. It's fine to me, it's just that when it's feeding out. I don't hear it, you guys hear it. It's a sampling tool that grabs the crew chief audio, you see.
There's an incident in Lodge. Yellow flag. Caution. The gap ahead is now 0.7. P9.
Ooh, big accident up ahead.
There's an incident in Britons. It looks like left slippery surface flag. Careful.
It's no problem, it's a feature. Ah. think I need to unhook the rear roll bar. I'm not used to it being this sticky.
Okay, Billy, you're reeling ground in. The gap is 0.8.
Hey, Hammo. Have I tried the GR86 here? Not yet. Will do.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
I haven't tried it this week, I mean. I've tried it before.
Incident Britons. Looks like it's ground.
On your right, clear right.
I got a lovely 4X for that.
5 incident points. Right, the guy ahead of us is stopped, and their rating is 2.1.
Got a 4X for that.
Morris, car number 11, is now in the lead.
I just feel second always feels weak.
Incident in Dentons. Yellow flag. Slippery surface flag. P8, that lap was a 1:53.36. Good lap, that's your quickest today.
You use second in Shell Oils? Yeah, should have ended me. Britons.
Yellow flag. Gap to 7th position.
That's Britons, isn't it?
It's now 1.7.
Isn't that Britons? They deduct ratings off both of you because it's just the easiest way to calculate it. Oh, I use second True Britons then.
That last lap was a 1:52.29.
Hello.
That's your best lap in the session.
Morning.
Quite literally this morning.
That it is. Hey, have you been tipped off to buy any oil lately? Because if you have, can you let me know?
I don't buy oil.
Oh, okay. You didn't get the phone call then.
No. I'm all electric. Oh man. It's never gonna get old, is it? Except it will. to make phone calls today, and I don't want to.
I gotta do that.
I hate being on the phone. Especially with this dog that thinks whenever I'm talking, I'm talking to her.
You trained a dog. I'm trying to get it done, Ronan. This is all it's got. Back end doesn't want to slide around like my normal setups.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Back end is really sticky. Oh, the phone call. Yeah, grab it by the horns and get it done, Ronan says.
Yeah. Just organizing repairs for my wheelchair.
Ahead is now
I hate
2.2
it.
seconds.
Thanks, Ronan. Appreciate the gifts. Hey, Joy. Thank you for the gifts.
Trying to organize the location for me to stay in my film.
Ah, okay. Come on, let's go. Hey, Joe. Thanks for following. Hey, Arias. Hey, Ferris. Hope you well. What's these base stations you need for big screen VR? No idea.
Depends on your headset.
The lap time was at 1:53.08.
I'm all good, yeah. Can't complain.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Oh yeah, you need external pods on some of them. On some of the VR headsets, you need external pods. They're no good if you turn the lights down.
The Valve ones especially.
Yeah.
There's an incident in.
Because they were first to market essentially.
Yeah.
The new one that's coming out is supposed to be don't need them.
So controversial statement following.
The gap two stopped. Ahead is now 2.8.
I think VR is dead from a R&D point of view for gaming.
I would agree. I don't think it's that controversial.
I think where necessary, it's been used in CAD and industrial design, but I don't think there's the drive behind it.
So what I would say to this is VR is essentially just the modern day 3D.
Yeah.
And we've seen
It's an also
3D
run.
come and die. We've seen
Yeah.
3D come and die like
So-
7 times in the film.
I forecasted the death the last time at CES. I was like, yeah, this is dead in the can. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yep.
morning, Sage. Haven't seen you in a while.
It'll disappear for a while and then it'll come back. I mean, Apple already killed their headset.
Yeah, they couldn't launch it. It didn't do very well outside the US from a sales point of view, and it had a 30% return rate in the US.
When it's a $4,000 headset that's only worth about $1,500.
Yeah. This is multi-class first, yes.
And there's no killer app to really promote it with. Because they didn't really come up with anything that was unique.
Trying my best, Sidge. Not exactly killing it, but I'm trying my best.
Defender Kev, I think Kevin is faster than us because we're timid. We don't really push.
Got to try and push.
To our speed. I'm not confident in my ability yet to push, so I just kind of.
Red yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track. The gap behind is now 1.7
6-0.
seconds.
Which is arguably more dangerous.
Yeah, because what happens is your lack of confidence gives people the thought that there's an opportunity, and then you're not confident about your position on the track, so you move and cause accidents. By not being confident, by just rather than putting your position there and saying, here I am, live with it.
13 is now
Yeah. Luckily, my accidents have mainly only screwed myself.
I don't think I've done GT3. I did fix setup GT3 yesterday around Sebring. That was it.
I'm much less timid when I know that when I'm comfortable with the car and I know the track like this.
P8.
I was surprisingly aggressive with this last night when I was doing it. I tried the Porsche Cup at Imola, and I just couldn't get it. And I think it was because I'm not comfortable with the car. I'm not comfortable with the track. I just need to put in a lot more seat time with that.
Were you running open or were you running fixed?
Fixed.
And were you running 50-50 brake balance?
I was running whatever it gave me when I logged in.
Big mistake.
Right.
You need at least 2 clicks on the fixed setup.
Okay.
At least 2 clicks.
I'll give that a try.
Didn't even know you could change it on a fixed setup.
Yeah. The only thing you can change. Like, for example, I did a fixed race last night and I was at -2.5. That's 47.5 to the front. Whereas 0 is 50. The race I just did, I was -1.5. Yes, Owen, this is PCC.
Can you do that stuff with Mazda too, or is it all just bog standard?
Mazda, there's very little you can change on the Mazda. You can unhook the anti-roll bar, basically.
Okay.
There is no ABS. There is no traction control on the Mazda.
Oh.
You can only unhook the roll bar,
Okay.
which gives you more slide.
I need less slide.
You need to do
Way
2
too
laps
slidey.
of the Mazda. Get tires up to temperature, and you got to remember you're not in a load cell, and the Mazda is really hard to drive on when you're not in a load cell.
Yes. And it's the only car I can drive right now.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off. I know why the Mazda is the rookie car, because it's the one that
You're
teaches you the most.
using a hand, aren't you? So you should be able to modulate it better than your foot with your hand.
You would think, except
Yeah.
with my spasticity,
Yeah.
it's hard to get that modulation.
Yeah.
Not impossible, it just takes a lot longer, a lot more practice, and
Yeah,
I
the
get in my
M2
own head.
Sorry, go on, you're saying.
I get in my own head, and then I just
Yeah.
get depressed.
That's where I am in this race at the moment. I spun out. I'm 10 seconds from the car in front. I just wanted to end.
And the M2 for me is a death trap.
No, the M2 is a perfectly good car that before it left the factory, somebody smashed the bearings in, broke the steering rack, and then said, "There's your race car."
I find when you hit
pure
the brakes
randomness.
with the M2, it just goes straight to the front, and then you just die.
No one did any physics with that car in iRacing.
It's brutal.
Masterclass cars are catching you up.
So far, my
I
best
would
car
bet
is
at age 44 you
36.
don't have the same gloves for karting because these are sim gloves. These aren't karting gloves.
Okay, Billy. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Blue flag.
Yeah, my best car so far has been the GR86,
Yeah, nice car.
but I can't drive it in the officials yet because I'm not D-licensed.
Gotcha. Yeah, these are sim gloves rather than karting
Blue
gloves.
flag. Master cars approaching. They're scrapping for position.
I have a set of gloves in my Amazon cart. I'm just waiting until the first.
Car left. Clear left.
I wish they were long,
Clear left.
but they're for the wrist. They stop at the wrist. Hey, you caught up to people at least.
No, people overtook me.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, shut up now. I'm trying to be a nice Canadian.
Yeah, it's like, I love the suit. Yeah, I'm going to a funeral.
I've done that before. Not gonna lie.
Rather embarrassingly, I walked into a family home and said all the lights were on. And it was
no.
here in the UK. It was late at night. I'd come back from work, all the lights were on, and my family used to come over from Ireland and visit on surprise. Short notice, surprise! So I walked in and went, "Who died?" And a relative's best friend had committed suicide.
Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. That is like the worst possible
Oh,
way
Mark
that
Levin
could've
said,
gone.
"Oh, you're pregnant." She wasn't. I think that's worse than who died. Like, I came home at 1 a.m. in the morning and all the lights were on at 1 a.m. in the morning, and I thought, you know, the family's turned up late. And I was like, "So, who died?"
Trying
like-
to be funny about it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, yeah. Put
I was in my
milk.
20s.
Yeah. Put in milk real quick. Yeah. We've all kind of had situations like that, though.
I once walked across the street in Dublin as a teenager, and there was a particular type of Toyota that was used by all the taxi drivers. And as I walked across the street, and you don't really jaywalk in Ireland, you just cross the road. And as I walked the street, this taxi, this is iRacing on H44, yeah. This taxi, as I thought it was, beeped at me because I walked across in front of them. And being a cocky little 16 or 17-year-old, I did the, "I'm walking here," you know what I mean? And blew the bird at the same time. I was like, "Fuck you, I'm walking here." And the lights changed and the taxi drove past the lights and pulled over the side of the road, and I thought, "Oh, I got a taxi driver to deal with." And no, a police officer in full uniform got out and walked back to me, and it turned out that the chief of police for Dublin was in the back of the car being driven home because the police used the same type of Toyota as their patrol cars, and Toyota Coronas, and he was being driven home by his driver, and I had given him the bird, and that wasn't bad enough. He knew my mum.
Oh.
My mom was involved with the Irish police, and he's like, "What's your surname?" Typical Irish thing. "What's your name?"
I don't want to tell you.
What's your name? You know, and of course, the first thing you do as a 16-year-old is you give your full name. My name's Kevin McLone. Guard.
Surface flag.
You know, and he's like, McLone.
Yep.
Do I know your mother? Oh, crap. Is your mother based out of? Yes. Your mother's in that station, isn't she? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh crap. Yeah. Gonna hear about this tonight.
Well, I never did, but it was like, it's the typical Irish thing of, I know your mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up in a small town. We got that a lot. Where it's
Yeah.
Because everybody.
And
knows
like,
everybody.
there was a million people living in Dublin, but everybody knows everybody else. You know, and it's like,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
no, I didn't get the. Jeez, no. Really about the belt later, Ronald. I still wouldn't be walking if I got the belt. I never heard about it. It was never heard again. But he did obviously know my mum. He was able to name
There's an incident.
where she was
He was
based out
probably
of, what
just-
she
he was
did.
probably just trying
and-
to like
Clear right.
make a point that hey, I could.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah. Yeah, I was brought. He didn't even get out of the car. His driver got out of the car and walked me back to the chief of police.
That's how you know you're in some real.
That's how you know you're in the real poo-poo. Yeah. I'm not the only MX-5. No, I'm an 8 out of 10.
I got pretty lucky in that front. I never really put my foot in my mouth that way.
Yeah, I was giving it the big I am with my mates, wasn't I? Got shot down pretty quickly.
I've had like
But I've never congratulated somebody on being pregnant when they weren't. Woo, that's a tricky one.
I've almost done that, but I've never done it. My brain caught up to what I was gonna say before I said it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm not gonna say that.
Car
No.
number 16 has just been disqualified.
You give the GR86 a go.
Blue flag. Okay, Billy. The next car is Robin.
Surprised this
B-license.
wasn't the last
Their
race.
rating is 2.0. Isaac.
No, I started late. I've only done. This is second race.
Usually when I'm getting up, you're just ending for the morning. And I was late getting
On
up
your
this
right.
morning.
Clear right.
P8. Okay.
Yeah,
Well done.
terrible.
Hey, could have been worse. You could have got meatballed.
Yeah. What do we got? Minutes.
I attempted to do the Charlotte Roval, and yeah, yeah,
I'd say.
it started good. I passed some people off the start because they don't know how to pull their clutch, and I use auto shift.
Charlotte Roval's tricky though. It's
And
it's
then
turn
That first S
turn 5 when you
That-
go up to the
that-
top.
Yeah, that first S turn gets me every time.
It's half an hour to peak up, so we'll do Formula Ford 1600 and then we'll do peak up directly after it. Because if I remember correctly, Formula Ford 1600 finishes up about a minute before the peak up starts.
You should also probably do the forfeit thing once you're gridded.
Yeah.
That's a friendly reminder.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Just hey Henry, hope you're well. What does forfeit do? It doesn't enter your points into the championship.
But I mean, the chance of actually winning that are
Yeah, I'm not focusing on it. So
slim.
if I go to
so
official. Then I go to race guide. Check this out. This should finish. 12:15. This should finish. Yeah, it finishes just before 45. We actually have a couple of minutes. But once this goes qualifying, I will join up for the Cup Car Series. I'll do fixed
Week-
again, and then I'll have lunch. Then I got a call to
Week
do at 3
5
o'clock.
will be my week.
Long time to wait till week 5, my friend.
I was looking at the tracks this week, and it's like we got Roval this week, then we got what, Atlanta next week. I don't remember week 3 and 4. Week 5 is Okayama. And Okayama is like the one track that I know I can do.
Hambone says the MX-5 is faster to me driving off the rear. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. Hey, TDF. We should be going racing now.
I just kind of wish there was more than one rookie car. I mean, there is, because there's the M2, but the M2 doesn't count.
What about the SCCA?
What is the SCCA?
The SCCA is a rookie car, isn't it? Pretty sure the SCCA. It's one of our free car, free track cars.
I mean, look. Because in terms of leagues, I think the only rookie leagues are M2, M5, and 1600s for Formula, and the V for Formula.
Oh. Paris thinks it's only the M2 and the M5 as well.
And I suck at both the M2 and M5. For, I think, similar
as I
reasons,
said,
but different effects.
I believe the M2 is made in the same place that they make shopping carts. You know, they engineer a
Yes.
shopping cart to perfect laser precision, and then as it goes down the quality check, somebody hits it with a sledgehammer, smashes all the
Yep.
bearings, and makes sure that one wheel is pulling one way.
Yep.
You know, and if it isn't, it goes back to reproduction again, and they have another go.
Yep.
This is the Formula Ford 1600. Formula Ford 1600. I kind of like this car. It's a little bit understeery, and I wish I could do a little bit more oversteer with it. But it kind of snaps oversteer. I like it.
The track temp's increasing. It's now.
I slept like a baby last night, and I'm still tired. What's my favorite color? They're fraud detection questions. I tend not to answer them.
I'll answer it. I got nothing to lose. It's either toxic green or like a deep purple.
Green's unlucky in motorsport. Green cars are unlucky.
If you've noticed, none of my cars are green.
So I worked with startups that did fraud detection, and some of the qualifying questions profile you is questions like, what's your favorite color? If you had to pick a sandwich, what sandwich would it be? Generic profile identity questions. This is
They tend to be security questions. Yeah.
Yeah, they tend to be they circle around security questions. Yeah. Yeah. So I tend not to answer questions like that. I'm not being rude to Laser. I'm happy to chat with Laser. But what's my favorite color? What's my favorite racetrack? Yeah, we can do that one. It's social profiling, basically. Favorite racetrack has to be Nürburgring. What game is this? It's iRacing for PC. 829 Nash. Hope you all. Haven't spoken to you before. Hope you're having a good day.
They did the
qualify.
thing. They did the thing.
The thing.
They called it a game.
They did the thing, but they're new to the channel. We don't shout at new people. It's a simulator, Nash, not a game. When you spend
Oh,
when,
sure, you just showed it
when
the
you spend a
Canadian.
lot of money,
Okay.
spend a lot of money building a sim rig. It's a simulator. It's never a game. You always tell your wife it's a simulator.
2 laps to get the job done.
I see how it is. Yeah, with the Canadian.
Shut up, you.
See?
Get back in your corner.
No. That's only for when I'm driving. And in a wall, typically.
I know, I blame Canada too.
Hey now.
Flappy heads and beady eyes.
No, that's America.
The most unfriendliest people you can find, Canadians. First thing I
That's the
always say
South
is,
Park. All the
first thing they always
Canadians
say
have
is, what do
flappy
you
head
want?
and little eyes.
They do, yeah.
See, that's just America. Just take that stereotype and give that to America.
You leave
now.
America out of this. What did they ever do to you?
Are you Terrence or Philip?
Don't know. I've never watched South Park.
Oh, you have to watch the movie. You have to watch the movie. The movie's a
Definitely the
masterpiece.
movie.
I don't watch a lot of South Park, but the movie is a masterpiece. It's a
Apparently the
Rembrandt.
games were good too.
Particularly the Cause Mom song. Well, don't do it.
I can just imagine.
Well, don't do it.
What did America do to me? They live below me. That's what America did to me.
Well, I don't want to get into the politics of it, but certain people believe that the water runs down from Canada into America, like runs downhill. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Okay.
I swear to God. Their words, not mine.
Say it wrong.
It runs down from the Rockies.
Say it
Canadians afraid of the dark.
wrong. No, we just take too much illicit drugs.
They control the maple syrup, don't they? Isn't there a maple syrup cartel?
Yeah. Yes, there is. The biggest heist in Canadian history.
Yeah, that's right. I remember watching
was
that documentary.
maple syrup. Yep. It's crazy to think about.
Or about.
A boot
The boot.
out. All the Canadians there.
I've never met a nasty Canadian though. Canada can't be a real
I
place.
have.
No, I think Canada's like the Matrix.
I don't know how I feel about that.
The leader's just done it. 145.4.
It's just a. It's, Ferris says it's just a public GTA server. He's not wrong. Oh, I've heard about this place. What's it called? Canada. Canada? Wow, it must be amazing. Rob says that the thieves for the maple syrup robbery must have got themselves into a sticky situation. Yeah, there was genuinely, it was one of the biggest robberies in Canadian history. It was a maple syrup
It is
heist.
the biggest. It is the biggest.
Done it out of the back of a warehouse, didn't they?
Yep. They had an
Why
inside
did, why
guy.
did somebody leaf it there?
Oh, God almighty.
You had to ruin it. You had to ruin it, didn't you, Kev?
It's my job.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
How much did they take? They took tons. They took tons of it.
It was like $10 million worth or some
Yeah.
shit. Sorry. Language. I know.
Am I from Triggerham? Are you from Canada?
144.3.
I am.
No, I think to Triggerham you just say, "Are you American?"
Ooh, ooh. Let's not do that.
No, they did like do it. Somebody do a wiki. They took tons.
I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now.
They filled empty drums with water, and they replaced the maple syrup with empty drums of water with counterfeit drums of water.
B9.
Canadian. Are you Canadian? It was mad, like it was of a epic proportion of
$18.7 million worth.
Canadian dollars.
Yes.
So about £2.76 sterling.
3,000 tons.
3,000 tons. Stroop waffle. I love stroop waffle. Well, it turns out there's a Netflix documentary about it, Rob, and it turns out that there's a cartel that controls the price, and almost like OPEC, there's a cartel that controls the price and the release of maple syrup onto the market. So the price is regulated by its, no pun intended, by its flow onto the market. How many thousand tons?
3,000 tons.
3,000 tons.
It's a lot of maple syrup.
Yeah, it's a lot of maple syrup. And they were because the drums are uniquely marked. When they went into storage, I think they had a red band around them or something that made them uniquely marked. So they replicated the drums and they took them out of a warehouse. They moved them, didn't they? They moved warehouse for some reason. There was some reason for them to change, put them into a temporary warehouse, if I remember correctly.
They were getting ready to ship them out to other places. So like it had been fully produced maple syrup and they were getting ready to dispatch it to where they bottle it.
And what they did was they replaced what they stole with gallons of 50-gallon drums of water.
10th position.
Yep.
So they had access to load, but they weren't actually stealing what they were shipping. They were stealing from the back of the warehouse, effectively. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate the Is Canada the only supplier of maple syrup? Yes.
Technically, no, but we are the biggest.
Yeah, and maple syrup, Canadian maple syrup, can only, like cheddar cheese, it can only come from cheddar, right?
Believe there's some maple syrup production in like Minnesota, but
God damn it, thousands. Prince had a great
they
line
think
in
they're
a song called.
Canadian.
Yeah, they do. He had a great line in a song called "Big White Mansion" that I love about Minnesota. Back to Minneapolis, there you go. Can't find your house underneath the snow.
I was just verifying that
I still miss
those numbers
Prince.
were correct because you know how Google is these
Yeah.
days. But yeah, they are correct. 3,000 tons and 18.7 Canadian dollars.
Wow, 10 million quid.
It's just impressive.
Yeah, because obviously they were selling it to somebody. Somebody was obviously taking it. It had to be somebody within the cartel.
Basically, what caused it is they weren't happy with. There was a bunch of price changes happening, so
Yeah.
people weren't happy with it. So
Yeah.
like, screw it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Rob it.
steal it.
Yeah. And then claim the insurance for it.
Yep.
Somebody on the it had to be an inside job first.
Oh, there had to have been. Yeah. There's no way
Okay, Billy. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
it wasn't.
This will be a standing start. Go, go, go.
Clutch should be nice. Why doesn't it change gear? Not change gear.
So maple syrup is controlled by the Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers.
Wouldn't change
What's
gear.
in there?
Maybe I meant to put my foot in the clutch and hold them first.
Car ahead is car number 4, C license.
Have you not got auto clutch on?
No.
Maybe that's why then, because Cud and I had the same issue. When I turned off, I'd set up a practice session and turned off all driver aids, which apparently includes turning the engine on.
Well, you know, my cat did that in the
actually,
24 hour last year.
Actually, yes, it does. Yep. Because there's an auto start engine assist.
Yeah, I discovered that after the fact. I had to then go and map random buttons on my steering
Yeah, my
wheel
cat.
to clutch and...
My cat during the 24 hour last year walked over the keyboard and turned off the ignition as I went through Whipperman in the cup car. And looked at me and went, meow. I have it on camera.
You're
She's
not
like,
racing now.
Yeah.
Cat's like, now I have your attention.
Now,
I
yeah,
didn't
exactly.
know.
That was exactly what it was. Hey,
Keep
Mozart, hope
an
you're well.
echo from you, Kev. Defender.
Yeah, we're getting sideband from.
Are you? You shouldn't be. I've got it on push to talk.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it didn't do it that time. So.
Strange.
I think it's just because the stream is slightly behind Discord. When you push to talk, it picks up the end of the stream. I think is what it is.
There's an incident in Oulton.
Yeah, whenever I drop into
Doing that,
Discord,
doing
I
that.
always turn the sound off for the stream and just use sound through Discord. So I can't hear his engine, but it means I don't hear Kev talking twice.
C license.
The start
Okay,
of that
well, it's not
conversation had
that
echo
then.
to it. Cats have a knack of finding keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, she walked over the eye and turned off the ignition. So I ended up rolling through Whipperman.
Shell oils corner.
At least
Looks like
once a
it's-
year, a cat will walk over my brother-in-law's keyboard and turn his whole screen sideways.
Got debris on the track. They're showing the red yellow flag.
Because there's a keyboard shortcut
There is, yeah.
that's 3 buttons pushed at the same time that will rotate your screen. I don't know how the cats do it. But they do.
They're trained in cattle
It's
garden.
just- It's not an easy 3-button combination to just push.
Benefit of not having thumbs.
I mean, they'd probably do better with no thumbs than I do
If
with
cats had
mine.
thumbs, they'd take over the world.
Yeah. And they'd probably be dictators.
Well, you know what they say, dogs have masters,
Temperatures
cats have
rising.
staff.
It's now 23 Celsius.
Yep. Yep. Having 5 at 1.13 Bengals. Yep.
The leader has just done 144.2.
Yep. Bengals are a pain in the butt. They,
Well, they think they're
They,
tigers, right?
yes.
Yeah. My friend has Bengals. They think they're big cats.
Look, they're cool cats, but they're special.
Incident in Cascades. Looks like it's. Ooh.
We had one cat that hurt her spine, and so she had to be like away for like weeks, like in a
Yeah.
kennel to keep herself from hurting herself. And after she came out, she wanted nothing to do with us. It felt like it was our fault. She was like, no.
I used
She
to have a
used to
cat
be
that when
like-
I went away would sit in the window, when I came back would ignore me for a week.
Yeah. She used to be the most loving. Like, she would harass you to give her attention, no matter what. Like, at any moment, she'd just be like, give me attention. Now, she doesn't come near us. And we had nothing to do with it. It just happened. So kind of sad, actually, because she's a
Yeah.
really good cat. call her Echo because we would talk and she'd meow back. So she became the Echo.
Fastest lap for Song.
Yeah, got it.
143.9.
Hey, meow. I've never tried LMU. Have you?
P10. That's your fastest lap.
Can somebody tell me why there's a screwdriver bit on the end of one of the Allen keys that came with my Moza wheel, but there doesn't appear to be any screws that fit the screwdriver bit?
They bought them in from somebody else.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now
It's a free bonus.
Celsius.
Originally, I thought it was to like take the rim of the wheel off the hub because
Yeah.
you can get the Formula mod wheel for it, but no, it's an Allen key bolt too. So
I screwed
I
that up.
don't know.
I don't see the point in trying a Ferris. It does nothing that I don't have already. Thanks for following, Alpa.
Other than the licensing of Le Mans.
But I have Le Mans and Iracing, and there's a 24-hour race in Iracing.
But they're not allowed to call it Le Mans. Like the
They're not allowed to call it Le Mans 24,
5 minutes.
Yeah.
so they call it 24-hour Circuit of the South.
It might be Solar. Solar is
I'm
in
just
position
being
10.
that guy
Coming up a
because
little way behind you.
somebody's gonna be that guy. So
I just don't understand.
I don't get it either.
I hear what you're saying, Ferris, but I don't even see the variation. I can drive prototypes. I can drive GT3s. I can drive LMP2s, LMP3s.
You're reeling. Walsh.
Unless they have different, do they have different prototypes that aren't in iRacing?
No.
Okay, Billy.
I doubt it,
Halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
but
P9.
because a prototype's a prototype, right?
It's exactly the same prototypes.
Yeah. Okay, then
So I
can't
kind of
think
feel like
a
I'll be
reason.
spending twice.
And it's not cheaper.
And I could buy it or buy other content for iRacing.
There's an incident
And
in
we were on
20
last night and we had a look at 20 past 10 or half 10 last night. There was 20,000 people playing iRacing. There was 2,600 people playing LMU worldwide. So I'm going to have less competition.
Which means you're gonna be put in tougher lobbies.
Can't race my beloved Cup car. Can't race my beloved Nürburgring. So why would I spend money on it?
Yeah, they'll never go Nürburgring. Like
New fastest
No.
lap for Song.
Le Mans will never have
43.8.
Nürburgring.
I really don't expect it will.
The gap to Walsh ahead is now 8.1.
So what's the variation? This is the bit I don't understand. What's the variation?
Yeah, what's different about it that? is
Pretty sure
different
they
enough
won't.
To pay twice.
Yeah, that's exactly it. What's different about it that's different enough to pay twice? That's exactly the question. Well done.
I'm kind of curious myself, honestly. I mean, not that I
Give me
plan on
give me
getting
the
Le Mans.
USP, as the salespeople would say. Give me the unique selling point of LMU. I'm the same about AC Evo.
Now that they've announced that they're cutting the one thing that made it unique, yeah.
No, they're already cutting storyline. The thing that makes it unique will be free roam, but I don't think it'll be as big as they claim it will be.
I
Just
think
2 minutes
they'll end
left,
up
2
cutting
minutes
that.
to go.
I don't think that'll be true free roam.
Oh. Not in your Nelly. I think you'll get
Because
3 or
of the
4
way-
rows around Nürburgring. That'll be about it.
Yeah, which to me isn't free roam. That's open space,
Yeah.
not free roam. And the way they've been talking about it makes me think it's going to be open spaces. So you get like you said,
I'm not
three roads
so.
around
Let me just
public
address.
track.
Yeah, let me just address Ferris here. I'm not saying that it's bad, Ferris. I'm just telling me why it should be different. The cars feel different. But the cars will feel different because it's a different physics characteristic. So if you were trying to be competitive, do you want to spoil, for want of a better word, you want to spoil your driving technique by muddying it with another driving technique? Is it easier to drive? Again, I'm not knocking it because I never tried it. I don't know. I've never even tried a demo copy. I've never even sat in a rig with it on in a trade show.
I mean, it's easier to drive would be subjective, right? 'Cause
You drive, Ferris.
peop-
So if it's easier for beginners, is it more of a game?
Song has took the win.
I said, do you drive?
I have a hot take that might tip
Chronic
people
says
off.
it's a Simcade.
Okay, Billy, we've just cut the track.
Yeah, I was gonna go with it's the GT7
It's
of
now 13
TC Sim.
seconds.
I found out yesterday on a podcast it doesn't have any telemetry.
Like brake tracings and things.
I updated it all.
P9, that's the finish. We'll bounce back.
Well,
strongly.
there must be an API for it because the third-party overlays have it for Le Mans.
It was the guy from Lovely Dash who said it doesn't.
Lovely Dash uses a specific type of telemetry, though. They use UDSP.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because Race Labs can get telemetry from them on,
Oh, okay.
like your inputs and things.
Have you got a copy of Le Mans Ultimate? Are you secret? Tell me that you.
No,
Were you
I'm
involved in the
going off
maple syrup robbery?
It's
It's your confession time.
I'm trusting.
You're not Canadian. That's what
race-
you're trying to tell me.
I'm trusting Race Labs marketing. Okay, they
Came in,
say they can do
He
it.
came in here wanting everyone to like him. He said, "How am I going to do that? I know what I'm going to do. Nobody will like me unless I'm Canadian." Ah, found out the truth.
I have been called a fake Canadian before.
He's a fake maple syrup Canadian. He's sugar-free maple syrup.
Oh no! Don't get him a maple syrup, dude. If you're gonna go with maple syrup, you gotta go with the real stuff. None of this sugar-free or synthetic. No, it's gotta be real.
I don't like maple syrup.
You're allowed to not like it, but if you're gonna have it, it's gotta be real.
Yeah, I get you.
Because I can see how it could be a lot. I mean,
Let's ask him a question that only Canadians know.
Okay.
What's the capital of Canada? Because no one knows what the capital
Ottawa.
of Canada is. No one knows the capital of Canada. No one
Ottawa.
ever knows. No one ever knows what the capital of Canada is.
I do. Ottawa.
I think he's been over. No one ever knows what the capital of Canada is. What's the capital of Peru?
I'll fucking know. My language.
Or Australia? No one
Circle
knows
back.
the
I
capital of
don't-
Australia. That's exactly it. That's how you identify an Australian as well. No one
Does
knows what the
Australia even
capital.
have a capital?
Of course, it has a capital.
Is it Melbourne? I
No.
don't actually know. I don't actually know.
Canberra.
The cap. I'm okay.
Canberra. Okay, that's the answer. Okay.
Uh, that's a poor choice of a capital.
It obviously didn't get the marketing funds that Sydney and Brisbane and
Melbourne and
yeah.
all those other places got. Yeah, clearly.
They obviously got the marketing budget, and Canberra did. Canberra was like, "What's the marketing budget? Oh, we haven't got one.
5
But we're the
cents.
we're the
Yeah,
capital.
yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe next time."
To be fair, the province I live in New Brunswick, is the same. Like the capital of New Brunswick is Fredericton, but like nobody ever talks about Fredericton.
Not like Fight Club rules.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of. Except I just talked about it, so if I disappear,
See, coming to get you. Hey, Bosco, how's it going? Hey, Turok.
I gotta hide from the maple syrup off you now. Gotta go into
Just think
witness
somewhere
protection.
in Canada there are people buried in like frozen maple syrup, almost like flies stuck in ember. You know what I mean? The maple syrup mafia got them.
There was kind of a cartoon that was like that. There was a cartoon when I was a kid called Yukon the Yukon, I believe is what it's called.
Kilometers per hour.
You know the best thing to come from Canada?
If you say Trail Park Boys, I might just leave this call right now.
I've never seen it.
Don't.
Littlest Hobo.
Huh.
Due South.
That's an interesting choice. Okay.
Littlest Hobo.
I would have said hockey.
There's a voice keeps on calling me. Down the road,
Littlest
that's
Hobo
where
is
I'll
pretty good.
always be.
Little Showboat's pretty good. Yeah, I'll give you that. Tragically Hip's pretty good out of Canada. If you
Tragically
can do
what?
that style of music. Tragically Hip.
Tragically Hip.
It was a band.
Why don't I use the Simlab pedals? Because they broke the accelerator.
Well, you didn't. Just
It
time
broke
did.
in my tenure.
Yeah. Never admit fault.
Electro, hope you well.
Never admit fault.
Who broke that lens? Well, there's only one
Wasn't me.
person here. It wasn't me.
It was the cat.
Thanks very much, Electro. We'll get him fixed.
It was the cat.
Are you racing yourself, Electro? Yeah, I qualified second on Saturday in the 4 hour of Nürburgring. And on the rolling start, they jammed open and I took out first place.
My team
Wasn't
qualified 5th and it finished
good luck.
16th.
Fixed or open? Fixed.
We had a bit of a rough race. I wouldn't say quite as rough as yours. Our throttle didn't break, but
And you didn't have to screw on new pedals in the middle of it.
call to do.
Yeah.
Let's get this done.
But we did have a driver only do 4 laps. Not really of a fault of his own. Just, he kind of got punted. Somebody used him as a bumper to make a corner. Didn't end well.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius.
Hey, David Souza, hope you're well. Screwed that up. Suboptimal line.
Every line I take is suboptimal.
You'll get to the hang of it.
Oh yeah. I just gotta get to the point where I don't care. Once I get to that point, that's when I'll start to really improve. Which sounds kind of counterintuitive. But I do find if I start not caring about, messing up, I tend to do better.
Hey, Trent, hope you're well. Hey, 3D. Where's that Spence? Spence! Can't see your name in purple. Out yourself, I can't see your name because it's in purple.
Yeah, maybe look.
On the Switch.
Good. Good, just put your phone that I have open. It is 3D.
It's just 142.8.
The last message is 3D.
Hey, Sasha.
So, hey, 3D.
Eighth place.
But you're right, that is hard to read on
63
your
is
screen.
0.4 off the pace.
Very dark. I can't wait till I get coffee. I can't wait till I get coffee.
What wheelbase do I have? It's a SimiCube 2 Pro. Highly recommend it.
One of the drivers on my North Sea just got rid of all the nose gear and replaced it with basic tech. He's really enjoying it.
Find their stuff a bit smooth.
That's why he's enjoying it. Moza was very much not. And they were refusing to admit that it was a problem with their hardware.
That's the fastest lap for
There was
Class A,
like a
142.6.
notchiness that wasn't there before he upgraded to the big wheel, and they were saying that
142.
it was normal, but according to everybody else that had the exact same base, it's not. And they were refusing to acknowledge it, so it's like, alright, cool.
These tech just
An
been bought
upgrade.
out, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah. For Christmas.
Oh,
Chinese bought them.
well, that's probably not good.
We'll see what happens. Back in a second. Last race before lunch. I think I'm going to have some fish.
Battered fish or baked fish?
Air fried battered fish, if that makes sense.
Yep. Tasty. I mean, I like any kind of fish. I grew up in a town that's
That's the end of
Fished.
what
session
there was for
P14.
work. So,
Grew up at the home of salmon in the UK, in Ireland.
yeah, we have a lot of salmon too. I grew up next to the Bay of Fundy.
Our salmon's better than your salmon.
Probably.
Right, last race.
A lot of our
Fix it.
salmon is treated.
Tyres, we need to get
Um,
some heat into them. 15
now.
laps. P14.
Which
Our village, the town I grew up in the latter half of my life, is the Nordic. The translation from its Nordic name is where the salmon leap. It's quite literally the source of the River Liffey.
that's
And
That's
they used to leap back up to mate. They used to leap back up the waterfall. In Irish, it's referred to as Leim on Bradon, and Leim is jump, and the Bradon is a salmon. So it's where the salmon jump.
that's cool.
Leim on Bradon. Barramundi. No, salmon, not barramundi. Salmon. Mark 11 is getting confused between barramundi and salmon.
Salmon is amazing. Smoked salmon is amazing.
Smoked salmon rocks.
Nice maple smoke.
Robin Tate, as I live and breathe. What position are you in? Oh, he's behind me. I did say Sebring bumps and humps. We racing Friday night?
What's the track for third? Not the free track, but the
a
league.
bowler. Can't do octopus. The league. It'll be if you go to GR86 and click on the information. The league, the races will be there.
I
Go
was
to
being
BillyOirish.com.
lazy. I didn't want to.
I don't know off the top of my head. I only hosted the damn thing. I'm just a presenter. ASBS 34. Hope you well. Good luck, everyone.
Standing start now. Green, green, green.
For some reason, I'm thinking it's Grand Hatch. can't remember if I bought Grand Hatched or not.
Still there. Clear left.
Incident. Tamirello. Looks like it's
I know that there was two tracks that I had.
All hazelnuts.
Thank you. That I hadn't got. Can't remember.
Clear right.
I raced on.
We have damage.
Oh,
Okay, Billy. We didn't record any pit timings,
Yep,
so we don't have
probably.
estimates for the exit positions. We expect there'll be no traffic on exit. We should come out into
that'll
position.
be
a
that'll
few
be some
seconds
long
behind
repairs.
the clock.
He literally punted you off. I don't know if he did it intentionally, but like he definitely cut into you. It looks intentional.
Sorry,
From that
number
angle.
6. That was uncalled for. No, I think it was just an idiot move.
Oh, you live between Boston and Maine? I live close to the Maine border. Ish. Close-ish to the Maine border.
That can't be Sebastian Loeb, but it was uncalled for regardless. I expect more from Sebastian Loeb.
Yeah, the Maine border is about an hour away.
I don't think it deserves a report. I don't think it was done intentionally. I think it was done stupidly, as opposed to intentionally.
It was very stupid. I mean,
Just-
he
it
did go
was
over
just
that
stupid.
curb.
All it
Maybe
was.
the curb made him lose
No,
control.
no, no. He just
but, like, it
he
doesn't
saw
look
number
like
9 in front of him and he just moved across.
didn't look in his mirror, didn't look behind him, just moved.
Yeah.
Yep. Doesn't
What?
help he's wearing a Red Bull
100,
skin.
101 I rating lost.
That's ooh. That hurts.
It's going to be the guy in a GT3 AMG at the 12 hour. I promise you. It'll be the guy in the GT3 AMG at 12 hour who thinks that he's Max Verstappen. I promise you.
I think we're running. Well, we're not doing Sebring this weekend, but for Nords, I think we're running. We've decided we're not running the BMW.
The leader has just done a 143.1.
What did they decide on last night?
If your mirror is correctly configured, Mark 11, it shouldn't be that hard at all. Because I actually don't look. If you look at my cameras, I don't run side mirrors. I don't run the rear view mirror. I can still see. Still look up and check my rear view mirror. It's just frustrating. There's no point in reporting it around. It's just frustrating.
Yeah, there's no way he wouldn't have seen him if he looked in his rearview mirror.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have seen the front, but he would have seen your side. He would have seen your quarter panel. He would have known you were there if he looked.
I can't
he's
see his.
clearly
I
not-
can't see his virtual mirror, but I can see his real mirror, and I'm in his rear view mirror. I'm in his side mirror when I look at the side mirror.
If you're in his actual rear view, then you're in his virtual.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
It's
Unless
as simple
his
as this,
field of
Ferris.
view
He
is
didn't
messed
wake up this morning and decide that he was going to take me out. So that's why you just gotta chill. Am I peed off? I'm losing 101 I rating. Yeah. Am I gonna lose some more safety rating? Yeah. But he didn't wake up this morning and think, do you know what? I'm gonna take Billy out in the middle of a race.
the end of the day, it's just a
Be fastest
number
lap
that's
from
just
Yeah.
pixels.
142.7.
It doesn't matter.
Just pixels. We'll get out and do some laps. Try and improve our safety.
It's not like it's coming out of your bank account. Like if it came out of your bank account, then yeah, you'd have right to like protest and have issues. But it's a virtual world. I almost called it a game.
Steady.
I said almost.
Steady.
I behaved.
Shouldn't be even in the speech process. 2,
Santos
1,
in front is
0.
pitting.
Let's go.
I mean, the last race I did, I ended up with 81 minutes for repairs for a 15-minute race. So yeah.
All places clear, don't cross the white line.
I'll try and stay out of everyone's way. I'm at the back. Hey, Pink Dot.
My niece is not happy right now. She's reaching like a frostbite.
Red yellow flag, get on the track.
Hey, June. Pink Dot. Hope you're well.
The leader was just 143.10.
That's always an experience.
Hey, Joseph. You can get some laps in. Back tires aren't ready for that yet.
That's last.
Thanks, Jim. I never would have known if you hadn't told me.
Jim is wonderful, isn't he?
I love him.
Although I will say I changed his name.
You were saying you changed to Keith.
Yeah. Yeah. It was between Keith or Frank. I've never really met a friendly Frank.
Leader's just
Columbo.
142.6. Fastest lap for McLaughlin, 142.3.
Columbo?
Very anti-alto.
Is Columbo named Frank? You know, I didn't know if Columbo was named Frank.
I've turned the swearing off so I can stream a chronic.
Yeah. Because if you didn't, you'd have to have it on the 18 plus screen.
I'm right, aren't I? Frank Colombo?
I'm gonna look it up. You probably are.
Hey, Luke.
Alright, Billy, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P23, that's your quickest lap in this session.
So you are correct, is Frank. But they do not explicitly ever call him Frank.
Twice his license is shown.
Yes, exactly.
Incident of Iracing 2. Looks like it's
Exactly.
eight.
Specifically on the episode Dead Right,
Yep.
and Death hits the jackpot for the 2 episodes. That is shown.
Do you know when he was last interviewed by a judge about his estate because his family was ripping his estate off? The judge asked him, because he had dementia. The judge asked him, did he know what he did for a living, and he had no recollection of it whatsoever.
That's just sad.
It is, isn't it?
Because that is like,
His daughter was trying to get power of attorney to stop the rest of his family spending his money.
at least he had one. Because
Yeah.
some don't even have one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's, for me, it's kind of hitting because, like, Columbo is, it changed the industry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's so much stuff that we see in modern TV
Yeah.
that we wouldn't see if Columbo was never made.
Well, he showed you the murder.
Yeah,
He showed
Yeah.
you the deed,
yeah, it was
and
never
then reverse
shown prior to
engineered,
that.
and then reverse
Yeah.
engineered how you got to it. You know what I mean?
And now that's every procedural show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every show does that.
And he turned theatre acting, where the actors played multiple characters in each different week. Do you know what I mean? He had the same actors come back again and again and again. He turned that into television.
And it worked.
Yeah.
You don't see that as much anymore because
Well-
there's so many people trying
Yeah.
to be actors that they can just throw random extras in.
One of my
Things
favorite
down.
episodes is
Right.
By the Dawn's Early Light.
You know, I've never watched the thing the whole way
Oh.
through. I've watched it because I used to watch it with my grandfather, but like it was reruns, so I've never seen it from start to finish.
On Netflix, dude. You'll love it. You'll love
I
it.
need to sit down and watch it. Yeah, I do need to sit down and watch it.
There is a
I
scene.
love
There is an
procedural
episode
shows
where he
too.
goes to London. He's on holiday, and a murder happens in London. And they clearly had a A production and a B production, and the continuity
Yes.
between the two is horrible. Really,
The
really
hilarious
bad.
part about that is that was probably a first for the time too.
Yeah. Like, one is clearly Burbank, California, and one is, 8mm or 35mm, Panavision. The
Because it was cheap
yeah,
and travel.
yeah. One is clearly clearly like a cinemascope, and one is clearly like television broadcast cameras. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The lighting's wrong, the cars are wrong, the architecture's wrong. It's almost like Austin Powers opening dance scene. You know what I mean?
Which is why in the future they ended up just building mimic
Yeah,
sets.
yeah.
because
Oh,
it
and
was-
it's on a mimic set in Burbank somewhere, but you can tell it's a mimic set. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Looking back at like some of those old shows that really were pioneers to what we
Yeah.
see as modern entertainment today, it's kind of shocking the number of people that don't do. Like I've done a fair amount of it because of my degree,
Yeah,
right? Because although I call my degree a film production degree, most of it is like critical media theory.
yeah,
So we had to study a lot of it, right? And it's like looking back at like some of these old shows that created
seconds.
these. Yep.
Hey Philip, this is iRacing 4PC. We got shoved off in the first lap and we suffered 2.5 minutes of repairs, so now we're in 23rd. We're just doing laps to try and save our I rating. Thanks for asking. Do this 6 days a week from 10 a.m. in the UK till about 1 p.m. and about 3 p.m. till about 6 p.m. and then I host a race on Thursday nights and I host a league on Sunday nights. Sorry, you're saying?
I was just talking about how like people don't give respect to a lot of the older shows that pioneered
Yeah.
the stuff we praise today. Like
Yellow flag.
Oneers come
Yeah.
from the silent film days.
Yeah,
Buster Keaton.
yeah,
Like, it is Keaton, right? It's his last name?
yeah, Buster Keaton, yeah.
The stuntman? Yeah. Like
Scooter.
he was the reason we have Oneers today.
Yeah.
Because he was capable of doing dangerous stuff without dying.
Harold Lloyd did that as well, didn't he?
Yes. But these guys don't get credit today
No.
unless there's people that know it, like me having to study it.
23rd place.
Your average person has no clue who these people are.
You see, Chuck Norris died.
I did. I did.
There's
He
some,
did a lot too for the industry that
Yeah.
I think gets overlooked. I think his recent-ish times have overshadowed
yeah.
what he did for the industry.
Yeah, it's quite to see. I'm quite surprised to see some of his leniencies.
Yeah,
Keeping it non-political.
yeah. Yeah. And his wife, honestly.
I don't know about his
I, be-
wife.
I believe he was married to Cindy Crawford.
No way.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah,
Chuck Norris is married to Cindy Crawford.
Fuel looks good.
yeah.
That was at
No way.
1-0.
I don't think they got divorced or did Voight. They may have, and I might have missed it, but at one point they were at least married.
No way.
Quite the age gap.
Yeah. Was he genuinely married to her? I didn't know that.
I'm double checking. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Okay, Nicole, hope you're well.
Nope, I'm wrong.
Didn't think so.
I'm wrong.
So who's she married to?
Richard Gerber? Or
Yeah, is he a film director or an artist or something?
Okay, Billy, you've got half your fuel left.
He,
Hey, Bilal.
businessman is what Wikipedia says.
Unemployed.
Will be very soon. Yep. Unless those leanings are also I said Richard Gerber, it's not Richard Gerber. It's Randy Gerber.
Okay.
Her first husband was Richard Greer. Who was correct?
Sometimes pretty consistent.
That's awesome. Oh,
Every day's in school day.
Richard Greer was in Indiana. Okay. That's why I know the name. 'Cause I think that's the only movie in his filmography that I would have been had any kind of.
Scooter has been disqualified.
Got a disqualification, wow.
I've gotten a few of those.
No, I'm not disqualified. We have a disqualification in the race.
Oh. Man, the amount of AI videos on YouTube,
Yep.
it's really starting to get to me, dude. Like, I click a video and it's just AI voice, and I'm like, really? This is what we come to? AI voice? People are afraid to use their own voice to do voiceovers?
No, it's just cheaper. My buddy is a film director in Ireland, and he was saying exactly the same. It's like if you're in script writing, photography, marketing, or voiceovers, you're out of a job.
20 seconds.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Sector 1 is 0.4.
Because there's no
Sector 2, Sector 3 is 0.
Like he
There's
had
no
Kate Winslet
emotion.
do the voiceover for some of his films.
There's no emotion to AI voices.
No.
Like, it's just robot.
Totally
Yes.
maritime.
Yes, they sound like, you know, a decent voice, but there's no emotion to it. So it will never sound right. Never.
Never say never.
I will say never. AI will never capture the exact same thing a human voice will.
Ah, I
They might-
disagree.
They might come close. I
I
don't
worked
think
in
they
I
ever
worked in
will.
voice with AI and indistinguishable on a waveform basis, and that was 9 years ago. No, that was 6 years ago.
I would say
Indistinguishable.
you can mimic a waveform, sure, but can you mimic intention? Can you mimic emotion?
Yes.
Can you mimic?
Yes. 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 We had a party trick with a software that we had that you could name somebody famous, and you could pick a license. You could pick a sentence from that you want, not that they had said, that you want, and you could have that person say it. We used to. It was called the Barack Obama party trick, and we'd have Barack
Okay.
Obama say, "I like funky music," or we'd have Barack Obama say, "Everybody in the pool right now," or whatever.
Okay, so my counter to this would be: do you think it'll ever get to the point where, with the AI we have today, that is like democratized,
red,
Do you
yellow
think
flag.
your average person will ever get to that point with AI?
Yes.
Totally.
You don't think the bubble will burst before then?
No. It's
No.
here. It's here already.
Progresso has taken the win.
It's here already.
It's never going away now.
I can see it.
No, I don't think. Oh, I disagree with that. But it's here
I
already.
can
You asked
see
if
it
it's
being a
here.
thing. Yeah.
Pandora's box has been opened.
7
Yeah,
years
totally.
ago, it took 3 or 4 hours of training, unless you had the cloud computing that we had. But there was a product 7 years ago. There was a product called Lyrebird, and you could buy Lyrebird on the App Store. It got bought out by somebody in the end. But it was called Lyrebird, and you spent 3 hours training it, and it would literally mimic any voice on your iPhone. We were able to do it on the fly, in near real time, by connecting to a data center that we had with cloud computing capability. We were using GCC, and you connect to our session in GCC, and we, like I say, we used to call it the Obama party trick. We show a potential customer how we could mimic any voice, and we'd say, okay, pick a voice, pick somebody famous, and then pick a sentence that you'd never hear them say, and it would take maybe 15-20 seconds to compute. And what it would do is it would go off and it would take sample sets out of publicly available video sources and audio sources
Yes.
to build that structure, and then it would use GCC to compute and to blend the structure of how he says a H or how he says a K or how he says an L, and then it would blend those tones so that you didn't have "my name is my password, verify me," you know, like it took that
Yes,
staccatoiness out of it. It blended it
Yes.
together, because your voice changes every 6 weeks. That's a little known fact, but your voice changes every 6 weeks. And we used to prove this we used to show that the attenuation and why we called it the Barack Obama party trick, part of our sales pitch was we showed the attenuation and difference in voice that was evident to the human ear in Barack Obama's inauguration speech and his final speech.
Very different.
He sounds completely different. Completely different, because he is aged, his voice is tired, his voice box is tired. You know what I mean? Every 6 weeks your voice goes through a timbre change. We could detect 1,760 characteristics in a call without listening to a voice, without having to listen to the audio of the words, the dialect. He's 8 years older, of course, but every 6 weeks you age. So what we used to do was we used to say, okay, let's give this to the AI, to our Google Cloud Computing session, and using it was Pindrop was the company, using Pindrop's technology, let's generate a voice, and it was indistinguishable, absolutely indistinguishable. And then we'd do a waveform overlay, so we'd take sentences that were publicly spoken, and then we'd render those same sentences ourselves, and then overlay the waveforms, and voice recognition can't detect the difference. Completely clonable. It's a big threat at the moment, and it's one of the reasons why home automation won't allow you to do bank transactions. You can't ask Alexa to pay Kevin that £10 I owe him using voice verification, because it's so easily cloned.
Yeah.
Now, do I think that AI will last? I think, it's my own personal opinion, and I could rant on about this for many years to come, but I personally think that what will happen is we'll start to verify AI with AI. And it's already happening in the recruiting industry.
I was going to say, it's already happening. Yeah.
Yeah, where AI is being used to verify, being used in education as well, where it's being used to authenticate original content, because AI's writing structure is not natural to a human. It's grammatically correct, but it's not colloquially correct, if you follow me. It's not socially correct. And sometimes it's too precise.
Dashes all the time as well.
Pardon me?
He uses these things called M dashes. They're specifically longer dashes than your hyphen.
Yeah.
I've actually got Claude to summarize something that I need to send to another department, and I'm just going through and tweaking it a little bit. And yeah, there's M dashes all over the place. That's what I'm taking out, so you can't see that it was written by an AI.
and I know somebody who runs a very successful recruitment company here. They've just bought their Ford GT40 or Ford GT. They're doing very well, and they use AI detection software in their proofreading. So they use AI to scan the CVs to vet the CVs first for keyword searches, but they also look for known structures, because something like Claude or something like ChatGPT will have an architectural structure to it within its sentence structure, and they start to scour for that. So
It's happening a lot in academics too.
as much as I don't think that you can put the genie in the bottle, I think what will happen is you'll get the AI equivalent of noise cancelling. And it will become to the point that there's no point in using it for certain things. That makes sense, because it'll be easily identifiable. Already, having done some marketing training with the social media channels, they're already saying, don't use AI to generate thumbnails. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, because everyone looks at it and looks at they disregard the quality of the thumbnail based on the fact that you just got AI to do it. Whereas if you create it yourself, it mightn't be as pretty as AI, but people will actually click on it because it shows humanity it shows authenticity and humanity rather than automation.
So my opinion on AI has shifted quite a bit. Where it's like when it first started, like the boom started happening, I thought, oh, this is cool because I can see benefits for me as a disabled individual.
Yeah.
But as a creative,
you're just Canadian. It's nothing, like, don't put yourself down like that. You're just Canadian. It happens, right?
I wish it was just because I was Canadian. Trust me. Don't sound like I'm smoking a bong for no reason.
Jeez.
Come on now.
Jeez, man, hanging on your nationality like that. It's just, no, you're right, and there will be benefits for it. But I also know
a lot of my dictation software, unfortunately, is moving to AI to basically take an audio recording and then transcribe it. Is what dictation is becoming.
Yeah. But I also think as well that I've worked in software for a number of years. I've sold software for a number of years, and I'm seeing more and more generic. I don't know Canadians. No, I see more generic software, which would be automation process 5 years ago, being referred to as AI. My wife's company is going through a software revolution at the moment that is AI driven, and when I look at it, it's just autonomy.
It's literally just automation.
It's just autonomy. It's if that then do this. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're marketing it both internally. I probably because their software division is developing this. They're marketing it both internally and externally as it's AI, and it's not. It's manually designed and structured. If that then do this.
I've seen a lot of that too.
But it's sexier to call it AI than it is to call it automation.
Yeah, it's a buzzword.
Right. Speaking of buzzwords, here's another buzzword for me. Lunch. I'm going to get off. Let's go find somebody to raid. Thank you for this morning. I do appreciate it. I love all Canadians, including you, Paul. Let's find somebody to raid.
But not fake ones.
Not fake ones. I don't love maple syrup, though.
That's okay. I won't hold it against you too much.
That's raid Dario. Right, guys, look after yourselves, look after each other. I'll see you this afternoon. Going to be a bit late. I've got a couple of calls to make. I will say goodbye for now.